Yo, what's going on, YouTube family? Back with another one. It's your boy CreateWithD'Anthony. Happy Memorial Day. I know I ain't been on here in a minute. Actually, I was trying to upload something yesterday. I was at the Jazz Festival in Atlanta, Georgia at Piedmont Park. I was there to give Andre 3000 his painting. He a little harder. I recently just gave the White Howard his painting, but I don't think he showed up. For my people that did stay there at the park yesterday, y'all drop in the comments below that he showed up. I know the Roots supposed to been performing, but yeah, he's supposed to been there as well. But anyway, with all that going on, Birthday Bash was here yesterday as well. The first time in years that I haven't seen it in June. But we got the FIFA World Cup coming up in less than a month or two. Anyway, this video right here, I'm gonna be pretty much just doing some prints. Well, paintings, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of prints of soccer and the FIFA World Cup and Messi and all that. So y'all people just stick with me. As y'all can see, we doing this one in a black canvas pounder. Lately I've been using white, but I figured go with black because I just want to get spontaneous, do something a little different. I haven't did nothing a little out of the ordinary lately, so we're gonna do this one in black right here.
If you're not living with a family member. But in the workplace,
So basically just paint a soccer ball,
evil as fuck. Jealousy and envy from a woman in the workplace is the worst type of jealousy and envy to experience. After, I'm gonna say family first, and after the family, it would be the workplace. When women in the workplace are jealous of you, you have so many different tactics. I don't even know where to start. All right.
She's definitely spot on. I see this in my industry all the time. It's definitely occupated, I wouldn't say dominated, but definitely I work around a lot of them. And there's always a lot of pettiness, a lot of drama. It can be, you look like someone her boyfriend used to deal with. It's just so many pettiness I see from women towards other women. If she's attractive, she got a nice body. It can be a litany. I've seen women come to the job, come to the workplace, do nothing but just keep their mouth shut and do their work, and somehow they were still targeted. People spread false rumors and gossip about them. So it's definitely very tricky for women at the workplace, especially, like I said, if you are attractive, if you're in shape. Sadly, that definitely could make you a big target and make people try to get rid of you or make your life very difficult inside the workplace.
This is for somebody specific. You got to make sure you pay attention to the people at your job. I don't know who that's for. I don't know where they came from. But somebody has an envious coworker or coworkers that's trying to sabotage you. So pay attention. Pay attention. Continue to dot on your I's and cross on your T's. Don't be trusting nobody. Just do your work and get the fuck out of there. A lot of stuff ain't what it seems, family. And whoever that coworker is for, you gotta watch that because you be sitting there laughing with these people. But at the same time, these people be going back and telling your business. So I don't know who that's for. So pay attention to the signs of synchronicities, please. Make sure you're paying attention. Because everything that good ain't gold, man.
Absolute fact. You got to stay on point and understand why you are there. Again, if you're being hired to do a task, again, you have to be social a little bit, but just be aware of what you're sharing. don't overshare information. Don't volunteer unnecessary information that has nothing to do with the job. You know, you stay on neutral subjects. The weather, it may be raining outside, it may be sunny. You know, talk about upcoming concerts, something, really a bunch of nothing. You don't really want to get into personal details about your life with people at your workplace. Because again, you have people who just go around and literally get all the gossip from everybody, and then you wonder why everybody at the job knows all your business.
So a young lady reached out to me the other day and couldn't for the life of her understand why she was being bullied by someone in upper management. The concern was that the person may be jealous of her, but she could not understand why that person would be jealous of her, considering that this person was in higher management and she's an entry level position. My response to her is that oftentimes these people suffer from imposter syndrome, meaning they know that they don't deserve to be in that position. Oftentimes people are in these positions only because someone likes them and brought them up, not because they're this great employee. So understand that you are perceived as a threat. They see you as someone who works hard, you get your job done, you do it well, people like you carry yourself with confidence, and they are threatened to the fact that you could be on the fence, right, and you could take their job. So no matter where you are in the company, just know that when you carry yourself well and you walk around with your head up high and with confidence, as you should, that you're perceived as a threat. So hopefully this information has helped someone. Please visit me at lostculture.org for more tips.
Try Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Tahini, the irresistible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt, is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to Tahini?
Hey class, can somebody tell me what kind of bird this is? They live in flocks. They're very loud. All right, today we're learning about flight. Split into groups.
Don't get my hands a little dirty, but hands of a painter, hands of a painter, hands of an artist.
She is absolutely spot on. There's some people who all have bosses or superiors, and you wonder how they got into the position. Quite frankly, they're not really qualified. And then they see an individual like you, young, focused, well-liked by your co-workers, and they perceive you as a threat. And they'll do certain things to try to sabotage, try to bring you out of character. And ultimately, the root of it is because they feel insecure that you could potentially take their job, because they know that they're truly in their heart, they know that they're not qualified. So you definitely have to be aware of your surroundings, of your coworkers, and understand just because someone smiles in your face does not mean that they're your friend or they have your best interest at heart. At the end of the day, a lot of people are only going to look out for themselves, and you need to do the same.
Beware of the jealous older person in the workplace. I didn't really know if I was going to end up talking about this on here, but
Like I say, this about FIFA World Cup, so I'm about to go ahead and put FIFA in here. You know, probably put 26 or something like that. But
yep, they're jealous of you. If you're young and you're like really doing your thing, like you landed that fire internship at that company, there's somebody older at that company who just seems like they just keep sliding you, but you're like, why would they be sliding me? Nah, they're sliding you. You have to realize that a lot of people older than us are really intimidated by our generation because we do not do things the traditional way. And we also have a lot more access to specific opportunities that they probably did not have back then. Just a lot of things are different. Especially if you're just like super ambitious and young like me. Like you're just constantly making opportunities for yourself. And sometimes they can see just how far you're gonna go and they know it. And it makes them uncomfortable, so they will start belittling you.
This is a double-edged sword because sometimes it's either all or none from my experience. Sometimes you do have some cool older people at the job that don't mind taking you under the wing. They see your potential and they want to mentor you and they actually do have your best interest at heart. But then if you have other older people on the opposite end of the spectrum who are old and bitter, they may not be where they want to be in the company. And again, they see the eagerness, they see the ambition, they see the fire in your eyes, and they're upset. And it's not so much that they're upset at you or hate you, it's really them projecting the frustration they have within inside themselves because they haven't accomplished their own goals. And they will try to sabotage you. And they can be some of the most dangerous people at the workplace. A bitter old head is very, 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 very dangerous. So you have to make sure you're able to point these individuals out, be aware, be very mindful of little slick backhanded comments. Maybe they talk, even if they think about your car, about the way you dress, just be very mindful of little slick side dishes that they may be making, and that can kind of key you into this person really, really doesn't like me, and I have to be very, very mindful of the way I move around them.
And it sucks, like it really sucks, especially because like for me, I personally feel like I have wanted a mentor figure so much in my career, but then I genuinely like kind of like stopped wanting one. I definitely have a couple, but I think it's been harder for me to make those connections because like people don't necessarily want to help me. Because the thing is, for a lot of people, it took so much for them to get to that place. Like that person that's older than you and sliding you, like it took so much for them to scrap and put it together and make their life what it is at that point. And sometimes they pass down like this struggle mentality of like, you have to go through all of the crazy bad stuff that they went through in order to get to their point, and if not, they don't respect you. So it's like literally in a way they're like hazing you. Child, it's a mess. But yeah, just beware of it and know that if you feel like that's what you're feeling, it's probably what you're feeling. I've dealt with this for a while. I've had 6 internships and like own my own business, and I used to honestly like try to lower my vibe so that I don't intimidate people because I know how I end up coming off. But like not anymore. I'm just like, child, they gonna have to get over it. Like, I'm sorry that I made do with what I have. Like,
you never want to turn down your life for anyone else, but she definitely made a good point where she compared the struggle that some of these older individuals want you to go through as a haze, like you have to go through some type of rite of passage. Just because they had the struggle, they want to see you go through the same ups and downs for them to respect you, and that's not the case at all. But let me know in the comments below how you feel about workplace hate, and have you had a situation where a coworker or manager, retaliated against you? Why? Because maybe the car you drove, the way you dressed, or maybe the way you look. Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Coming along nice. Coming along nice.
Napa Gold Air Filters.
double coat this. Alright, let's jump with another bigger brush.
The most dangerous person to you as an employee in your organization isn't who you think it is. It's not the toxic boss. It's not the gossiping coworkers. It's your HR department. I know that sounds crazy, but you guys, if you do realize HR doesn't work to protect you as an employee. HR's job is to protect the company. HR is the one who's doing the paperwork when you get laid off or terminated to make sure that the company eliminates all risk and can pay the least amount of severance. HR is the one that you file complaints to and things never get resolved. The biggest lie being told in corporate America right now is that HR is an advocate for the employee, and that's wrong. HR is there to protect the company. And don't forget that.
This gentleman is absolutely spot on. HR should actually be renamed CR for company resources. They are there to protect the company first and foremost.
For HR, please stop running to HR. I have a background in human resources, and I'm gonna tell you, HR is to protect the company, for risk. And when you are trying to tell them that your boss, your manager has done something, has offended you in any type of way, has done something, they are going to go straight to your manager. They are not, they say they will just fire you, they could just fire you, but most of the time they will have some kind of documentation too. So while you are feeling offended and need to document things, they may be documenting things against you, and they will always listen to the person that you report to first. So the thing that you have to do is don't be a coward. Make sure you go directly to your manager and report the situation. And if it's your manager, then tell them what they did. And then you need to document every occurrence from that point on. And then you can go to HR, but realize that HR is to protect the company, not you.
She's spot on, and one thing that stuck out to me is when she used the word risk. You have to understand HR is there for risk management for the company. They want to mitigate any type of risk, any type of exposure that could put the company in any type of jeopardy. Again, they want to give you the least amount of severance. They want to make sure ultimately that the company's bottom line is protected, and you have to make sure if you're having an issue with one of your managers or any one of your coworkers, that you definitely want to create a paper trail via email, have something documented, so you can have something on file.
Complain to HR because you trust them. You don't complain to them because you believe that they're going to resolve what you're going through. You go to them in a paper trail in order to develop your record, your legal record of your perspective of what you are going through.
I think we're gonna end here, YouTube. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Till next time, and happy Memorial Day.
In which they
I'm
can
out.
retaliate against